Hello everyone, welcome to our video. In this occasion, we'd like to share or present about a topic that is related to environmental issues. Listen, learn, act, critically listening for environmental awareness. Before we go to the next slide, let me introduce our group members first. So there are Nadya, Nasywa, and me, Dhiva, Talitha, and also Aulia Carbella. Okay, so what is critical listening? Well, critical listening is the process of analyzing, evaluating, and investigating the content that has been heard. We are not only listening, but also analyzing what the content delivered to us to understand more deeply about the speaker's messages. Then, why does it really matter? Well, critical listening is really important in our life. By analyzing the content, we might understand not only what is being said, but also why it is being said. So, critical listening might help us to avoid misunderstanding and also make better decisions based on what we hear from the content. And of course, our favorite listening topic is when we talk about this movie. The title is Pocahontas, which you can watch from Disney Plus or another platform. This movie tells us to appreciate and protect our nature. This movie also reminds us that nature is not something to be used carelessly, but something that we should live in harmony with. And the next, our favorite listening topic is when we talk about this movie. The title is Wall-E, which can be seen or watched from Disney Plus or another movie platform. This movie tries to tell us to take care of our environment and not let the pollution and waste destroy our planet. It shows what could happen in the future if humans keep ignoring environmental problems. Okay, and this is the topic that is very impactful based on our group's perspective. The poster presents about the household and plastic waste, which is threatening to the sustainability in our planet. Through the poster, the creators tell people the strategies to reduce the waste and also persuade them to prevent the waste. Okay, and one of the strategies that is mentioned on the previous slide or in the previous poster is a floating park. A floating park is a park that is made from plastic waste. It aims to reduce the growing amount of plastic waste in our planet. The creator turns plastic waste into something that's more beautiful and more useful.
In this class, we didn't just listen and watch the video, but we had to understand and reflect on their moral values, especially in environmental issues topic. To do that, we implement several listening steps. So the first one, we listen to the audio or video more than once because repeating the audio helps us to catch something that we might have missed before and made us more confident before analyzing the message. After getting familiar with the video, we focus on identifying the main idea of the video. So we highlight several necessary things like data, example, the reason of supported message, and so on. And this strategy helped us to listen carefully while thinking critically. And we were truly understanding, connecting, and also reflecting the meaning of the listening activity. We have the main idea and also the key points, we move on the final step of the critical thinking. So we ask ourselves with a question like, what's the moral value of this video and what can we learn from it? So we can put it into our project and we can present it well in front of the class.
When I learn about environmental issues, the word sustainability becomes a word that I often find when it comes to maintaining our environment. I realize it's not just a trend, it's responsibility. From reducing waste to conserving energy, I start making small changes in my daily life. Sustainability means thinking long term and taking care of the earth so future generations can enjoy it too. The next word that I found when I learned about environmental issues is water shortage. I never realized how serious it was until I learned that many communities struggle to access clean water every day. It made me more careful, like turning off the tap while brushing my teeth or reusing water when it's possible, and small action like this matter when we talk about sustainability and protecting our environment. Do these two words actually means? Sustainability is about making choices that protect the environment for the future, while water storage reminds us that some resources are limited. Learning about both made me realize how connected everything is. How saving water, reducing waste, and living more responsible are all part of building a better, greener world.
This semester, we learned a lot about environmental issues, and one of them was overexploitation in the movie Pocahontas, which is the excessive use of natural resources that can harm the environment. By watching this movie, actually, we really understand more deeply about this issue, as the movie clearly shows how the natural resources were taken for granted and exploited by the settlers for personal gain. We also discuss how deforestation and also the rapid growth of technology affects the balance of our environment. In the movie Wall-E, we saw a future where the nature is destroyed and the technology takes over. The earth becomes uninhabitable and also filled with a lot of trash, which shows that something can happen if we don't care anymore with our environment. Another topic that gave a lot of insights were the two environmental issues that we highlighted in our poster, which are plastic waste and also food waste. And actually, after watching Reminiscer's video, we encourage ourselves to do the same thing, even though they have different way, at least we can take like small steps to do better than before. And we were so amazed with Reminiscer's idea to make floating park in reducing plastic waste. It highlighted that waste is not something just should be thrown away, but it can be reduced, reused, and even turned into something very meaningful.
An example of action that we can do to protect our environment is watering plants like my friends Nasywa does. But we should do it wisely, like using rainwater or watering in the early morning to avoid waste. Taking care of plants help clean up the air and spread healthier ecosystem. It may seem simple, but small actions like this are part of practicing sustainability in our everyday lives. Another action we can do to protect our environment is throwing trash in a proper place like my friends Dhiva does. It may seem small, but it helps keep our surroundings clean and reduce pollution. When we throw waste where it belongs, we protect nature, animals, and even ourselves. Every small act adds up to a healthier planet. Meanwhile, for me, the actions I take to protect the environment is to use a tumbler instead of using plastic. By bringing my own tumbler, I not only save money but also become part of the solutions. It's a small habit, but it's helped reduce single-use waste. Every time I use my tumbler, I feel like I'm doing something good for the planet. It is a simple step, but when more people do it, the impact becomes much greater. Reflecting on what I have learned, I realized that protecting the environment starts with small, consistent actions. Whether it's saving water, throwing trash in the right place, or using a tumbler, every choice matters. Moving forward, I'm committed to being more responsible and inspiring others to do the same. Together, we can create a cleaner, more sustainable future.